Hey guys, Jed Johnson from Diesel Crew, and it's time to talk grip. Hey, one of the questions that I got in my email this morning was, how often can I train with the grippers? This person had just gotten the grippers. They are a bodybuilder. They want to train with the grippers, and they want to know how much is the right amount, how much is too much. That's a very tough question for me to answer, being that I do not know the person very well. If I train with a person, I have an idea of what they're already doing in their training, and I have an idea of how well they recover. So it really depends on your individual characteristics. Here's the thing with grippers. Actually, two things really with grippers. First off, the grippers have knurling on the handles, so they're rough. Okay, so when you're working with the grippers, especially when you're brand new with grippers, your hands can get sore. And if that happens, that can throw off your other training because your hands will be slightly, they'll be sensitive. So if you're doing heavy rack pulls, deadlifts, if you're working with a bar like bench press, there's knurling on the bar there as well. So it can kind of, your hands will be a little bit sensitive. It might throw you off a little bit. So you have to take that into consideration. The other thing is, if you're squeezing the grippers a lot and you're really bearing down, that's a lot of tension in your lower arms, okay? And you have to understand that when you're squeezing grippers very hard like that, that can put some wear and tear on your muscles and your connective tissues. And people that get a little overzealous with grippers can actually have some tendon pain, so you have to watch that as well. So, once you figure those couple things out and how to manage those, then your program will kind of write itself. You also have to think about, what are you training with the grippers for? If your objective is to build your forearms up and you've got grippers, then you probably don't need to do too much gripper work, because what you want to do in order to build your forearms is to hit your forearms at many different angles, using wrist flexion, wrist extension. You want to do work that hits the elbows up high, the wrist area, so you can rotate your forearm. You can do deviations at the wrist. There's many different things you can do. Grippers will help you build forearms. I mean, obviously, when you're squeezing a gripper down, you have to activate the flexors of the forearm, and it also activates the extensors for stability on the back of the forearm. But I wouldn't consider grippers to be like your primary way to increase forearm size. They will help you with grip strength, especially if you have trouble with deadlifts, heavy pulls, things like that. What you can do is take your gripper that you have, just take and set it almost all the way down to parallel and just close it down and hold it. Okay? You do not need to work with the gripper from a completely open position at all times. You certainly can do that, and it's a good idea to do that. But if you're looking just to improve your holding strength, your supporting strength, because you've used straps for too long, then that's one way to go about it. Just wrap it up nice and tight, squeeze, and hold for time. There are tons of things that you can do with grippers. For more information, please check out dieselcrew.com. That's my website. And for specific details on gripper programs and how to improve on the grippers themselves in order to constantly move up levels of grippers, check out thegripauthority.com, and I've got lots of information there on grippers as well. In the meantime, any other questions that you have on any kind of strength training, feel free to send them my way. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/JedJohnson, or you can email me at jed.diesel@gmail.com. Thanks. All the best in your training. See ya.